following contains coarse language. Viewer discretion is advised.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know how many more ways to say it. And when you want to talk, I'm here. I'm here waiting for you. And so is everyone else. How do you apologize for killing someone? I'm just thinking to myself, oh, I should have a video rolling so I could record our conversation about, oh, I'm back. But I'm not gonna, because it's like, oh, I don't want to be doing that. I want to be part of life, and I don't need to record everything in my life. No one gives a shit. Joseph Park, barrister at law.
God, I can't do this with you making me laugh. When someone thinks that they're doing something correctly, they don't come for help.
But the truth is, I was offered a cabin. We take pride in that, to St. George, that we are probably the cleanest. Wanting to make this film, making this the last film that I make, I'm not quite sure why I'm recording this exactly. It's the filmmaker in me, I guess. Things have changed a lot for me. How do you apologize for killing someone?
You never killed her.
Then either way, it's my fault.
No, it's not. You can't blame yourself for eternity.
Yes, I can. You weren't there. You weren't driving. I was. I wasn't paying attention. It's my fault.
I'm so excited. I'm leaving Barkerville. Finally leaving Barkerville. Fuck. It's my last day. Never cleaning toilets again. Except for this afternoon, I gotta clean toilets. Campfire. Honestly, I'm never doing housekeeping again. I fucking hate it. But I'm leaving because it's no fucking work here. It sucks. It's exciting. I'm always excited about going somewhere. The kicker is, though, like, even when I was coming here, I was excited, right? It excites me to do things. I feel like I'm going somewhere, like things like I'm moving forward in life, right? Like I'm excited about doing things. I don't like being in one place too long. So it's also great that way to have more than one job, or at least a job that has so much versatility, multitasking, because it keeps me going. Because again, my brain is just the way it runs. It's just there's so much in there. So, you know, that's why I get bored on movies. There's not much happening.
So what should I do? Like, I found the marshmallows. I figured since you had the camera on anyway.
Originally, it was just about a group of friends, and they were dead, right? We didn't know why. But then it became this whole idea of an accident. I don't know how I came to that point of it being an accident, but that's what happened. And it's interesting because I haven't directed in about 5 years, but everything that I've ever directed has something to do with personal connections for people, right? It's whether it's either racism, alcoholism, And so when it was completed, this script, I wasn't surprised my mind geared towards car accident and death. I think it naturally just went towards that direction. It wasn't just people dying. It subconsciously, the script had to be something which affected people. Otherwise, I wouldn't have even done it.
She wasn't there. Well, I was. We all were. I mean, I can keep coming back here year after year to see you guys, but not like this. No one wants to see this. This is why we can't get her outside.
Either way, it's my fault.
No, it's not. You can't keep blaming yourself for eternity. You're ready.
Yeah, well, it happened anyway.
Today is the first day I feel mentally and emotionally really fucking strong. I'm back on my medication, and yesterday I could kind of feel the change, but today it's kicked in. I can really feel my mind is stronger, I'm calmer, I'm in more control. It just feels good. Maybe it's also the euphoria, or I don't know, the energy of getting the fuck out of here. It's great too. I think that's hitting it as well. It's awesome. But I think it's in part of it. Maybe not, maybe it's, placebo effect. I don't know. But it's good today. My mind is stronger. I can already feel it. So it's good. So I'm happy that I'm back on meds and it's doing something. Of course, ideally one day I want to get the fuck off of them, but that's going to take a little bit of time for me to go through some therapy. I'm not done my therapy sessions. It's a lot further to go, and so if I establish myself somewhere, I can work. So I'm going to head back to Vancouver, I believe, because I don't really know where else to go. I don't know. There's so many decisions I can make. It's great that I can go anywhere in a way. But in Vancouver, I have guaranteed work, and I need the money. I'm fucking broke. So if I go back there, I have at least 3 different jobs waiting for me. And yesterday, I got an email from a company that wants to hire me. So, or at least get me an interview. So anyways, it's awesome. So I'm going to give them a call. It feels good. I'm happy to be back on meds, and it's good. It's helping me. Whatever it is, it's helping me get to the next step. Even the fact that I don't like drugs, but it's something that's helping me, and I need that boost to get me to the next level, to help myself, so I can wean myself off. That's what it takes. It's permanent in a way, well, semi-permanent for a while, till I can get through the hump, because I need that. You have to be established in a way to get yourself out of things. It's like, I can't lose the job, because then it's like, well, I have to focus on that instead of going to therapy. But you need the therapy so you can concentrate, so you can have a job. It's ridiculous. So it's the problem. It's like, how do you get better? It's a double-edged sword, so it's a tough one. But it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen soon. More fucking breakdowns for me anyways.
The memorial video, a lot of the people were not actors, and what worked well is because, well, even if they weren't, the fact is every single person a part of this, basically, except for 2, I would say, knew someone that has died in a car accident. And as I started to figure that out, and as I found this out, the film became a lot more than just this fictional film about, let's tell a story that's dramatic and exciting, and maybe someone will like it, and, start a conversation. It became personal for everybody. And it became this thing that had a life of its own, and it just went. And so when I was doing the memorial videos, it was in that regard easy, because when people were talking about losing their friends and family, it was real. It was real. And that's what is so frightening about it, is ironically being up in the area that we are, who knew that so many people firsthand would experience that.
Well, it's tragic. I mean, I personally have been witness to such accidents, and it's not a pleasant thing to deal with either. And you're left with this sense of guilt, even if you had nothing to do with it. And if you are involved, absolutely, there's guilt no matter what. You're either in complete denial, or you were at play, even if it's not your fault. So that obviously is a very difficult thing for anyone involved in any kind of traumatic experience like that. And that was actually one thing I was exploring with this character, is post-traumatic syndrome. I don't think in the line you wrote in the script, I don't know how to make it stop, and I don't know how to make it over. I think he's reliving this all the time.
Oh, yeah, I do. Okay. With Velcro. Okay. Okay.
It's good.
So. And there's this distinction between you've got the brother and David and their emotions and connections, and for the gas station attendants, the same thing. One of them is the older brother and the younger brother. Same with you two, it's the same idea.
But what's the other way?
It doesn't matter, because you
There's
killed
only
her.
one way if the.
So I think I killed her, right? And you're saying you didn't kill her. Well, and then I'm saying, well, it doesn't matter whether I killed her or not. Either way, I still lose.
Okay.
Either way, he's guilty for it. You're trying to say something and say, but you didn't kill her. Fine, I didn't kill her. It's still my fault, though.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Like, doesn't matter what you say to him, he's never gonna forgive himself. That's the problem. And it's methodical. You know, everyone's got something on their minds that they're thinking about. So, you know, it could be one little thing, right? When you say, you never killed her, well, that's gonna resonate into your head a lot of things. One of our guests at the hotel had a seizure. Fuck, that sucked. Bam, that was everywhere. So interesting last day. So did a full clean of the carpets and ground and, you know, walls. That kind of got the last bit out of me. So same thing. I'll be doing some painting at the campground, and that's that. And yesterday I put in a 450-pound freezer into the Bear's Paw restaurant where I work as well, and that's it. Like, I kind of put some muscle in my last 2 days here into every company that I work for. That's great. Even into me, I've done some more editing. A good friend of mine messaged me, told me she's missing me. So cool. It's like I haven't heard that in years. It's like I don't even know the last time I heard someone say that. It's awesome to have someone care about you. It's great. So that's so awesome. It's kind of fitting together again. I don't know. Hopefully it won't fall apart, but I'm always expecting and waiting for it to fall apart because that's what happens in my life, and you can't control that. It's an acceptance thing. I guess I've accepted it. Accepting the things I can't change. I don't know what that motto is anymore. I forget it. LCD. Okay. Well, bye. It's on the road again. It's great. I've got OCD now with the word it's. Have you heard me say it a few times? I hate it. I hate OCD. It's yeah. I'm gonna just drop it. I'm gonna freak out, flip out. Ugh.
Well, obviously it's an intriguing little story, and it is a churchman. We're always dealing with these rites of passage and stuff, and this is one of them. This is death, and I think in particular of all the rites of passages that we like to dwell on, like sweet 16s, birthdays, and marriages, sometimes in the church baptism and stuff. The one that our culture loves to avoid is death, and so. An interesting thing, though, is that I know that many of the clergy, actually, their preference over doing marriages or doing, baptisms are usually loved, but over a lot of the other services, public services that we conduct for people at large, people that don't normally come to church, funerals are often the favorite. And it seems like a strange statement to make for a priest, but there's a lot of the other things that there's an accountability over what these people go on to do with their lives. There's a finality to death. And I think that's where the clergy, as much as it's not a happy time, it's one of the services that they're most comfortable with, because it's, yes, the dead are gone, and there is cleanup work to be done with those who are left behind, but all in all, they're not going to get themselves in any more trouble on your watch. They're dead now. So it's a ministry to the other people in a very strange way. It's not primarily about the person that has brought everyone together. It's primarily about the survivors and how they make sense of life. An interesting side note, I'm sure you're quite aware that in the church we regularly pray for people to rest in peace. I've always found that very interesting, because you wouldn't pray for them to rest in peace if you thought that perhaps they wouldn't. Do you see what I'm saying? You don't pray for something that you're not concerned about, right? Yeah, I don't know if that means we believe in the zombie apocalypse, but but you see what I'm saying? There is a certain concern that the dead are not going to rest in peace.
But he blames himself more for the accident than anything else. Not because it was the accident, because really, the last thing between him and his girlfriend was them arguing. And that was the problem. It wasn't even so much the... And that's what his girlfriend has difficulty with, too. She's not necessarily upset even because of her dying. It was just because of him. That's why she won't talk to him, right? That's why she's in the tent. That's her problem with him, because he won't get over it. And everyone else has sort of somewhat moved on, but it's tough to move on when you've got the one person constantly talking about this thing, this elephant in the room.
How you doing?
Well, she's still pissed off. And she's still in the tent.
At least you found the marshmallows. And I'm a whore. For a s'more.
Once again, we are graced with your presence. When are you gonna give it up?
When David does.
Look, you're losing your mind. Driving up here every year? You weren't even there. And it's not like it's exactly done wonders for your reputation around here. Didn't we used to actually go camping, drinking, driving? The tent's set up. Join us. You gotta get over it, man. You weren't even there. They weren't even your friends. We're your friends. It's over. You're turning into a spook, man.
Every part of me wants those kids and your brother to know that this is never what I wanted. I feel like a hand is squeezing my chest and I can't breathe.
I think there is an acknowledgement that many times around the finality of death, there's a real, there's usually unfinished business. I think in many ways it's a prayer that the dead can let go of life and the things that they may or may not have done during life.
Regardless of whether there is still blame there or not, there is a resolution, absolutely.
Thanks.
No problem, thank you. Mosquito on your forehead.
Yeah. Get that shit off.
Oh, I felt ill.
Hey, did you get the runny nose in there?
No, I didn't see it on here.
Oh, perfect.
Thanks.